Hello, welcome to the Woolly Closet. My name is Gwen and I am living in the Netherlands with my husband and my 12-year-old daughter and my two little budgies. You might hear them in the background. Today is Thursday, the 5th of June, 2025, and I have a few things I'd like to catch up on with you. As you can see, I am wearing my newest sweater that I've knitted. It's the Seine Sweater by Marie Renier. It was a test knit for me. Excuse me. It was a test knit for me, but you can buy it now on Ravelry. It is out there and there are many lovely versions for you to check out. I knitted mine in Holst Coast in the color Dove, which is the white one, and a few skeins of Lang Yarns Järbo in neon yellow, and also a little bit of Rico neon socks because I ran out of the Lang yarns, and at my local yarn store they were also out, so I had to buy a skein of something else, but you can't tell the difference. I'll try and put in a little side footage bit B-roll so you can see how it looks when I'm standing up, because I can't properly show you when I'm sitting down like this. But I absolutely love it. It's light and airy. It only weighs, I've weighed it. It only weighs 253 grams, so that's next to nothing. So it's a lovely summer, cool summer days. Yeah, it's perfect. I also really like the arm length. But like I said, I'll show you in a little bit of extra footage how it hangs on my body, it sits on my body. So I highly recommend this sweater. I have knitted it on 3.25 millimeter needles, US 3. I was slightly off gauge, but it was really worth it with the insecurities and all. But I must tell you though, there are a lot of stitches on the needle, so it does take forever to finish. The cable yoke is actually quite easy to follow. You'll memorize it in no time, even though it does look complicated, but it really isn't. So I'll just see. It's really pretty. I'm really proud of this sweater. It's one of the best sweaters I've knitted recently, I think. Yeah, this will be a big favorite from now on, I think. I might even have to knit a wintry version in proper wool, because the Holst Coast is a cotton wool blend, so it's a bit more airy. Yeah, so that's that. I have also finished my little niece's sweater. This is the Flax worsted. I gave the sweater with the yarn I received from Edna, you know, the Bergen sweater. I showed it to you the last episode. I gave it to my mom, and with the leftovers of that sweater, I knit this one. And I know you can see the stripes quite clearly on camera, but in real life, it's a very low contrast, but I think it's absolutely cute. I've knitted it with some extra length for the body and the sleeves, because my little niece is a skinny thing, but she has really long arms, and every time I knit her a sweater, I have to adjust the sleeves because they are just too short. So yeah, it's really nice. I just have to give it to them, well, when I see them. I hope soon. So yeah, and this is knit in Zwarte Varet socks. in 2 colorways, held single, and I haven't noted down what colorway, but I will put everything down below and you can find everything you need. Yes, I knit this on 4mm US 6 and 5mm US 8. So yeah, really nice. There are no short rows in here. There are no short rows in the pattern. It's by Tinka Knits. I should have knit short rows, but as it wasn't in the pattern and I was just tired when I started this, I forgot them because I usually just add them in, but I didn't this time. So, but I'm sure it will be fine. She's just tiny, just doesn't matter really. All right, that was a free pattern. I think today is yeah, there are a lot of free patterns, but this is one of them. You can find it on Ravelry. Yes, then one more finished object. I finished my what do you call this? My hot water bottle cover for teacher number 1. This will be one of 3. I knit this in drops Nepal, and they're all from my stash. It's actually a bit petrol, but you can't really see it in this light. Maybe if I just, yeah. They're all in drops Nepal. And this is also a free pattern on Ravelry by a person named Hinke. I used 4mm US 6 and I need to make 3 of these. So by the end of, well, halfway of July, by July 10th maybe, my daughter should be able to give these to her teachers. My daughter is leaving primary school and going to the next. So this will be her farewell present to her favorite teachers. Yes, that was it for the finished objects. Well, like I said, I needed to make 3 of those cozy bottles. This is my second one. I just started it. It's a, well, I can show you because it's a free pattern. Wait, let me get it. I've knitted this a few times before, so my pattern pages are a bit wrinkled. It's this pattern, and there are 2 charts in here. So this is the chart. The first chart is this one, and now I'm knitting the second chart, and that will be this with browns and the purple, and I will add in a little bit of yellow for that one. So this is my color combination. And I'm about to add in a row with yellow in it, so this is where I'm at right now. But it's going slow because this is not something I find really fun to do. I'm all hot water bottled out actually. But oh well, it'll get done. I just do a few rows every now and then. I hope the sun isn't annoying. We'll see. It's a bit cloudy here with rain showers every now and again. And then the sun comes out and it's quite bright. But maybe I'll have to close the curtain in a bit. We will see. So that's my first work in progress. My other work in progress is, look at this. I got this little bag from Door mij met liefde. She is on Instagram and she posts pictures of bags she sells on Instagram, and you have to respond to that Instagram post, and then she'll send you a link and with all the information and stuff, and you have to pay, and then she will send you these lovely bags. And I got this one because they have lovely birds on them, as you can see, and it's pink and I loved it. It's got a little handle and drawstrings. And she had 2 shop updates recently, so this is the first one I got. And then she had another one, and this time I bought the big one, and it has 2 handles again. But this one is just perfect because I'm not a coffee drinker. I like tea. And this one has tea on it. Tea pots, tea cups, and books. I love to read. And cats. If we didn't have budgies, and if I didn't was, if I oh, words today. If we didn't have budgies, we would have had cats, but unfortunately I'm very allergic to dogs and cats, but we probably would have a cat or 2. So this bag is totally me. It's also green, and I love green. So right, little side tangent. So if you don't follow her already, just go and see Door mij met liefde. Here's her Instagram handle. And yeah, just give her a follow if you like project bags that are cute and lovely made. It's very pretty. So also drawstring. Now, where was I? Oh yes, it's a good thing I have my little notebook with my Knit2 Pro 2 stickers on them, because without my little notebook I would forget everything. All right. I had received a kit when I knitted the Seine Sweater yarn I got from Edna. I also received a kit in that box for, whenever. And it was a kit called Bamsen Gris. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Or Teddy the Pig. It's from a book by Astrid Lindgren, and the illustrator was Elon Wickland, which I'm also pronouncing wrongly, I guess. And I really wanted to make that pig because Henrietta needs a little pal. So I have started my little piggy. So this is the yarn I'm using. It's a lovely pink yarn. I must admit, it feels pretty soft and cozy. It's 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It is splitty though. So if you're using sharps, that's probably not a really good fit. But if you're using blunter tips, you should be fine. I've already gotten used to knitting with this yarn. It's quite nice. So I'm ready to see how it's holding up. I can show you the outside of the pattern because it's cute. It has some illustrations on it. So this is what my piggy will look like when it's done. The little tail. And this is the illustration from the book. And you can also knit that dress. There's also a kit for that dress, but I didn't get that one. I got the piggy, which I'm very happy with. So yeah, I am knitting Teddy the Pig. I am now at the body part, the stomach and the back. Where are you attached to? All right. So you can see he has his little snout here. And there are some increases here, but you also see I made a mistake right there. I did something wrong, but I was already further along and I wasn't prepared to go back. I'm hoping you, yeah, right there. See, there's an increase there, and it should be slightly to the other side. Oh well, who cares anyway. So yeah, and there's a little donut stitch marker on there that I got with my project bag. Yes, we shall see. I'm now supposed to knit 23 centimeters for the back straight on, and I'm going to take this one to my knit night. because there's a knit night tonight, and sadly my local yarn store is closing up shop and moving to the island of Texel, which is big fun for her but not for us, because this was the last proper yarn store in our town. There is one more left, but they only sell generic blends like with Katia and such. There's no problem with that, but yeah, that yarn store is well, the last time I was there, it just wasn't really fun. The proprietor was looking at me like I was smelling awfully or something. So I didn't know how fast I had to get out of there. Okay, the sun's now really glaring. I'm going to try and see what I can do about that. So I think that's about it. I'm hoping it's not too dark now. And when it starts raining, I'll open the curtain again. It's one of those days. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, it's yarn stores. So me and my friend, we always go to these knit nights, and we jokingly said we really need to start our own yarn store. She has degrees in retail, and I know how to knit, and I know yarns, and well, she knows yarns too, but I know it better. So I think we could make a really great yarn shop here in the city, but it's just a dream. We're not going to do that because we are both disabled and not allowed to work anymore. Well, we can, but then we would lose our benefits, and that is not good for us, because we only will deteriorate with time. So yeah, but it's a dream, and we have fun with it, and we talk about it. We would probably sell drops yarns, because we both love those, and then some specialty yarns as side thing. So yeah, that will be our shop, and we'd have knit nights and probably some workshops, and we would have people that come over and talk about their stuff. You know, just fun. Well, it's a dream. I'm hoping someone will open a yarn store here to yeah, because recently we've had 4, and 3 out of them are now either closed or closing down. So this will be the second to last knit night we will have, and then it'll be done, fortunately, and we have to look for a new place to knit. We will see. Anyway, tonight is piggy night for me. Oh, and the needles you get with the kit. So that's why I have these fun little red needles, and it's knitted on 2.5 millimeter needles, US 1.5. It's a lovely kit. I think they are still available if you like to have a look on the Edna website. And then my daughter is now 12. She is hitting her puberty years. Oh my God, moody teenagers. Yes, she asked me, I want these. That's how she asked me things. She asked me, I want these. And she showed me some pictures of these arm warmers. I wouldn't even call them wrist warmers. They're much longer. They're arm warmers, not wrist warmers. So she showed me a picture of black and white striped elbow length tubes, really. So I have no, I'm sorry, this episode is all over the place. I have no easy take it with me projects hanging around. So I needed an easy project. So my daughter then came to me and said, I want these arm warmers. And I said, okay, that's fine. I have this in my stash because I am fooling myself telling that this is the year of stash. More about that later. So we picked out some yarns. I have some drops Nord and drops Flora in a oatmeal color and a black. And I've started a little wrist arm warmer thingy. There's no pattern for this. I can't even, I hope I wrote that down. I think I did. Yes, there is a pattern for this. I didn't write that down. It's a free drops pattern I'm using. How could I forget? I'm using a free drops pattern. It's on the drops website. I will again link it down below. That's why I can't remember how many I cast on. I used a German twisted cast on, so it's nice and stretchy. German twisted cast on is my favorite, by the way, for socks or hats or mittens, and sometimes even sweaters, because you can stretch it so lovely, easily. So yeah, and then I do an Icelandic bind off, which is also quite stretchy, and I love it. So yes, you knit these from the bottom up. Well, what do you call this? Bottom up? Yes, I think so. Bottom up. And there will be a thumb gusset. I asked her if she wanted a thumb gusset for it and a little thumb, and she said yes. So I will knit those too. But for now, I have endless amount of stripes to go. So this will be my car knitting, waiting room knitting. I already told her it will be slow. But yes, I probably will take it with me on holiday in the summer for a nice and easy project. And it's living in my little Stephen West bag I got years ago. Not even for the MCAL, it just was a fun little bag. And I am knitting this on a 2.5mm US 1.5 again. It's the only one of those needles I have. So I was very, very happy to receive that red one, because otherwise I had a problem. But I had one extra. So yes. So these will be slow. Probably not done by fall, but we will see. I don't even think she's going to wear them, but well, maybe she would. She is a bit moody, emo, Wednesday loving type, depressing, like I was when I was her age. And then I am knitting my niece, Nina, the same one from this one. Another little sweater, because she asked me for a red sweater, and I said I didn't have enough red in my stash to knit her a sweater. Well, I do now probably, but more on that later. But I did have some drops Nord in red. Oh my god, this is a mess. So I held it together with some drops silk mohair in red also. And then I have some Knit Crate Vida Lana, which is of course now no longer available, unfortunately, which is 48% merino wool, 20% baby alpaca, and 32% organic cotton. It's a DK weight. It's made for Knit Crate, which is now bankrupt, unfortunately. And it's like a chain ply, as you can see. I'm sorry, that was my knitting needle. And I'm holding it with drops Nord and drops Kid Silk. And this is the Arthur Junior sweater by Colibri by Joanna. And I've gotten this far because my table lamp. Because this is Colorwork knit flat. And the one thing I swore I could not do was Colorwork knit flat. But I think it's rather looking nice. This is 1/4 of the parts that I have to do flat. So this is, I'm working on the second fourth. Here are my floats. I think it looks okay. We will see. I'm trying to catch my floats like a good little knitter. Looks a bit like a pizza with pepperoni on it, doesn't it? Yes, but it's a all over dotted sweater, so the dots will be everywhere. So this was really interesting to get the hang of. I really have to focus for this, but I'm making it work. On the right sides I use my knitting thimble, and on the wrong sides I just wing it. But I'm getting better at it. I am, yeah. So yeah, this is the label for the knit crate. Vida Lana Aloft. I have 2 skeins of those. I'm hoping it's enough. I'm also again off gauge. My gauge is smaller because this yarn is for a smaller gauge. So I am knitting her the 7 to 8 year old size, hoping it will be somewhere along the 5 to 6 year old size. So we shall see how that works out. And of course, I didn't do gauge swatch. This is my gauge swatch because you had to do a gauge swatch with the dots in them. So I wanted to make the most of it and just start the back part because this is the back part. And I had to have 20 stitches on 10 centimeters, and I have 25, I think. So yeah, I am way off gauge. So I'm hoping to make it work. And I'm hoping I have enough yarn. But I was thinking I could always do the cuffs and the neckline and the bottom hem in the red. And I would probably do the neckline with just the red, with the drop snort, held double maybe. And then the rest with the kid silk held to, oh, this is wrong. You know, drops is weird like this. Some drops kid silk is really coarse and itchy, and other colors are soft. And I think this red one, yeah, this red one is pretty soft. So yeah, I might just do the neckline too with this. We'll see. She has quite sensitive skin, my little niece. So maybe I'll just use the drop snort held double for the neckline and then do this for the cuffs in the bottom. So that way I can have save some of those, this pinkish salmon colored yarn and for length, because again she has long arms. So this is an adventure, and we shall see where it will take me. It's on a 4mm US 6, and originally it's is this no, this is a cozy bed. I don't know. Originally it's on a 4.5, 5mm. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not good at maths, so I'm not going to calculate anything. I'm just going to wing it and see where it will take me. And some people will think I'm nuts, but I don't care. It's just knitting. If it doesn't work out, I can always undo it or give to someone whom it will fit or something. We shall see. So those were all my finished objects and my works in progress. And like I said, I am on a yarn ban, but I am kidding myself because lots of stuff happened. This part will be also acquisitions. So if you're not into acquisitions, then I will see you next time. But if you are, this is it. Edna was is still happy with me knitting my Bergen sweater and now my little piggy. So they sent me a coupon code and I got to shop on their website. And I've been wanting to make a, oh, what's it called? I'll put it on the screen. By Agio Knits. But I don't have yarn for it in my immense stash that would fit the bill. So I went on the Edna website searching for a yarn that would make the cut, and I found some. It's in my lovely knitting bag I bought a few years ago from Pink Hazel. There are 10 skeins in here. Yes, 10, I know. In this tomatoey red. This is the only kind of red I can wear. I am a winter type skin person, so dark reds wash me out, but the tomato colored reds don't. And I don't have a red sweater, so I wanted to knit this sweater in red. It's Järbo Select number 6. It's really soft yarn and it looks quite orangey on screen. But that's also because of the light. Well, I think the sun's gone now. Hang on. Back to some light. So yeah, I think this is wonderful. It's nice and soft, not as scratchy as some of the rustic yarns can be. So there's 180 meters in 100 grams. So I did the math for the sweater I want to knit with this. So there are 10 skeins in here. It's massive. Which will be cast on? Don't know. I want to try and cast it on when I either finish the Arthur Jr. or the Cozy Bottles, or I just don't want to cast on anything else anymore because I'm a little bit overwhelmed with all the stuff going on and projects I need to make. Anyway, that's not the only thing I got. My brother-in-law forgot his key at home and his wife was coming back, but he needed an hour to wait for her. So he rang my doorbell. He lives in the next street over. He just had a visit with me for about an hour and we talked yarn and we talked about knitted sweaters, and we're going on a little adventure soon, and he needed some wool sweaters and he said, could you knit me one? And I said, well, I have some of your brothers here. You can try them on. And the Jaiden sweater by Isabel Kramer, that was his all-time favorite. He said, oh my God, this is wonderful. I love it. My brother-in-law is slightly broader in the chest and longer arms. He's giant. So I said, I can knit you this. You just have to pay for the yarn. He said, I want 3. I said, well, let's start with 1. I don't know how fast I can knit you this. Yes, I want a dark green one. So I showed him the options because for my husband I used the Drops Karisma. I knit the pattern then, so I know where all the kings and bumps are, and as I have knitted it with Drops Charisma before, I wanted to do that again, and he loved the feel of that yarn too. So Drops Charisma it is. He said I want a dark green one, and he chose the sorry for the crinkling, olivey green, and I'm sure he sees it as brown because all the boys in my husband's family are as colorblind as you can get. My husband as well. So this is olive green, but I'm sure he will see it as brown. But yeah, it isn't even showing. Oh look, there it is. There it is, olivey green. It's 100% wool. Doesn't specify what kind of wool. So I have 15 balls of these, and then I saw they are on sale. So I told him they're on sale. There's 30% off at my online store where I usually buy my drops yarn. And he said, well, you showed me the picture of all the greens and there were also some blues in that picture. So that one, I'd like that one too. And you can just order them all together and I'll pay, and you can just knit it when you knit it. And I said, okay. So he ordered, well, I ordered him also a petrol color. There's some greens in there and blues. I'm not sure how he sees it, but he did describe it as blue. So, so yes. And I think I'm going to start with the green one because that was his first choice. And I'm going to knit him the Jaiden sweater by Isabel Kramer, like I said. I don't have it here with me. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going upstairs to pick it. But I am hoping to cast this on soon as well, because it's quite an easy pattern, and it's nice and relaxing. I can do it watching TV. So I will probably cast one on soon, for TV knitting, because colorwork and TV, that's not for me. No, that's not for me. So yes. And this is 15, 30 balls of 50 grams. That's 300. It's 3 kilograms. That one is 1.8 kilograms. So that's almost 5 kilograms of yarn I've now extra in my stash. It's going swimmingly, this yarn then. No buying yarn, knit what you got stuff. Well, I haven't written down the drops Karisma yet, but I did write down all the other stuff. You can see it's just hilariously funny how bad it's going. So yeah, there's a total in 4,000 grams, total out 2168. So I'm doing my best, but then something happens. How am I ever going to knit all this? This is not going as planned. I just have so much stash. Maybe I should do a de-stash, but I don't want to bother myself with all the ins and outs of that. Anyway, yes, wool sweaters. My brother-in-law needs wool sweaters, and his kids do too, and they need wool blankets as well. So I said to my sister-in-law, you need to learn how to knit. She does know how to weave. She had a big loom in her living room a few years ago. I hope she stored it and didn't get rid of it when she had kids. It was gone one day. I hope she still has it. You will see. So she does weave. She doesn't know how to knit yet. But her birthday is coming up, as well as her two. She has one boy and one pair of boy twins, so they have 3 kids. So her birthday is coming up, and the twins' birthday is also coming up. So I bought her a little gift. I know I wasn't supposed to. I was just supposed to get those boys gifts, but I wanted to give her a gift as well. I got her some cheap starting knitting needle set on Amazon. I'll show you. It's actually looking quite nice. I don't think it has a brand, but they're stainless steel knitting needles. Look, it's actually quite nice. It goes from 3 to 6, and there are cables in there, and yeah, I think this is a really great place for her to get started with knitting if she wants to learn. If she doesn't, she'll just own a pair of knitting needles. But I think she will try during the winter months. And during the winter months, I think she will start to knit. Yeah, I think so. So I guess I'll have to teach her. But this is a joke, and I'm actually hoping she will pick it up. Yes, they are. Yeah, it'll be fun, I'm sure. Right. And someone had a remark on my last episode and asking me for a crochet square tutorial. Now, I don't usually do tutorials, but I was thinking maybe I should just do a crochet tutorial. And I was planning to just film it and then put it on the back of this episode, but that's not very handy. So I'll just make a separate video for that, and I'll post that as well. If you're not interested, just don't watch it. Yeah, I'll make a tutorial for a crochet granny square. She was wondering how you crochet a round and then start another round on top of that. I'm sure I can't understand. It's so confusing. My confusion was always, but how do I start and how do I finish? Because it always says finish off, and then how do you do that? And that was pre-YouTube era. Well, just got started, I think, the YouTube era, but I don't think crochet tutorials were on there just yet. So yeah, I'll make a little crochet square tutorial for that person, and if you care to watch it, you can also do that too. I'm not sure I have time today, but I will try. Yes, well, that was it. There's nothing for me to tell or show anymore. Um, I am wishing you a happy weekend coming up, and I'm hoping to see you soon. And take care. Bye.